Welcome in, guys. This is episode 49 of the Short Guys podcast. We got a great episode for you today. Nice little NBA offseason, as this is probably the second best time of the year in the NBA. A lot of moves going on, a lot of small moves that we'll get into today, kind of break down each team, give a couple minutes of our take, go through some crazy stuff that happened. There's not too much going on in any other world, but let's get into it, brother.
Alright, we got a little different segments today.
I see.
Just, mix it up for you guys. Alright, so to start off, besides the draft, we're actually to the end. We have 3 would you rather questions of the week.
I like it.
Pretty simple, we're not going to overthink it. Alright, the first one. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
That's a good question. Me personally, I'd rather look 150 years in the future. Just because in 10 minutes I can almost tell you what I'm going to do in 10 minutes.
I'll probably grab a snack, take a shit, and play the game.
Exactly. But 150 years, I mean, you can see your family history and what proceeded from that. You know, are you still alive? What's the world looking like? What is aliens attacking the universe? Like, what's going on? So that'd be really cool to see.
Is P. Diddy finally in jail?
Right?
But yeah, I go 150 years in the future. I already know what I do. I just make bets on all the champions and make a lot of money.
That's a good idea too. I wasn't even thinking about that, but very smart, very smart.
Alright, number 2. Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things in your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
I think I would personally rather read minds because I am a very self-cautious person and I like to think what other people think, and I think that gives me an advantage in the world to know what else everyone else is thinking about me or anything else.
That's true. I'm just thinking sport-wise, I want telekinesis. If I move things in mind, I could be the greatest shooter of all time.
That's true.
If I could move the ball into the hoop.
Right, you still shoot it, but let's say you're off by a centimeter.
Yes,
with your mind, you move it in a little bit, you'd be perfect from the field.
Yep.
The greatest player of all time.
Yeah, fuck you, Steph Curry. I'm taking your spot.
Damn.
Alright, and then number 3. Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel?
Let's see.
I feel like this is tougher than... They both kind of suck.
They both kind of do, and to be honest with you, I don't know very much about Wonder Woman. I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rock with Captain Marvel just because Brie Larson's a pretty beautiful woman.
I agree, and I'd rather stay in the Marvel universe.
I would too right now, but Marvel's down, so we'll see what happens. I'd choose Captain Marvel the movie, not Captain Marvel Avengers Endgame, because her haircut doesn't do it for me.
No, she looks like a lesbian. We're not against lesbians, but
No,
that's what they made it seem like.
Exactly.
Is she a lesbian now?
She may, I don't know.
think she might be.
She might be, I have no idea.
Who knows? Alright, so we'll do the draft at the end. Now it's our favorite season. Fuck Christmas, fuck any other season. We got a lot of free agency moves. We're going to go through it nice and quickly and shortly and give our thoughts real quick.
Yep.
Alright, to start off on the day before Jacob's birthday.
Yep.
So happy belated birthday to the fans that know.
Appreciate it. Big old 23.
Holy shit, Jordan. Alright. So the Detroit Pistons are hiring JB Bickerstaff as the franchise's next head coach. He was at the Cavs and led them 2 straight postseason appearances. What do you think?
I appreciate the movement. I think he's a guy that can really develop young talent. If you don't remember, too, he was in Memphis for a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't really win much, but, I mean, having that head coaching experience. And I think he wants to be with the Pistons. Monty Williams said from the beginning, he's only coaching because of the money.
Yeah.
I think that really turned a lot of the players off and a lot of the front office. So that's why the owner ate $65 million for his contract. And I really like JB Bickerstaff. I mean, I don't know the X's O's very much, but he seems like a guy that people want to play for. And with this young squad in the Pistons, it'd be something to watch out for, I think.
Yeah, he had success at Cleveland. They didn't go that far, but they still had a good regular season and a good postseason. Don Mitchell, was it healthy? Maybe we'll be closer against the Celtics, but who knows? I like it though.
Yeah, and then think about it. I mean, Cleveland, you don't think about them as contenders, but they were a top 8 team last year. They made it to the semifinals and lost, but it's not bad. I'm interested to see how that will go.
Alright. Former Chicago Bulls center Andre Drummond is heading to Philadelphia on a 2-year, $10 million deal. I think the Sixers are just making great moves, honestly, and this is just one of them.
Yeah, it's a great move. I mean, we saw last year without Embiid, they were getting killed by a big man. Isaiah Hartenstein killed them when Embiid was out. So to have a good serviceable back of an Andre Drummond, shout out for Forever Piston.
Yeah.
Our last.
Say that Pistons.
should have, Mr. Double-Double or 2020 guy. He's great. He'll coming off the bench for him.
And then Contagious Caldwell-Pope, surprise move, signed with the Orlando Magic on a 3-year, $66 million deal, leaving the Denver Nuggets.
I think we talked about what's happened. It's really interesting because KCP's a player that, you know, he goes to a team, they win championships, you know.
Yeah.
He also former Piston, but he went to the Lakers, got them a championship, and then he went to Denver, got them a championship as well. But yeah, at this point, his career's got 2 rings. Go make that bag. Go get your $66 million. And in Orlando, no state taxes. Not a bad deal. And for an Orlando team, a young team that needed shooting to possibly move on to the next round, it's a great missing piece for him.
I feel like he should start. I mean, they paid him, but there's so many good young pieces too.
Right.
He could come off the bench, but he'll probably start in just with Paolo and all the young boys. They'll be coming strong next year.
I think so.
And then Chris Paul, the Warriors first waive him.
Yep.
And then he signs with the San Antonio Spurs on a 1-year, $11 million deal.
I think it's a great move for the Spurs, not necessarily the best move for Chris Paul. You think that he would maybe go ring chase him now at this time of his career, but I think having the chance to play with possibly the greatest player of all time in Wemby and to teach him the ropes, I think he was really looking forward to that mentorship. And honestly, he wasn't getting $11 million from any other team, so maybe he thinks he can do this one last payday and then go try to go ring chase. He's probably got another 3-4 years left in him. But I like it for Wemby, man. I don't really know if I like it for the Spurs because they got Stephon Castle. Maybe this will help him out, having a veteran guy like that, but it's not too bad of a move, I don't think.
This reminds me of when Chris Paul went to the Thunder. And you want to who's the young guard under him?
SGA, yeah.
And now Shai is having a great year. So I think this will be a great mentorship for Castle. And then, I mean, Chris Paul's the point guard. He's one of the best passers. He'll get assists up, and I think that'll help Wemby, actually, because they could not fucking pass him for some reason last year.
Yeah, for some reason they just, I don't know how. And he didn't really play that much. He was kind of like on a minute restriction for a long time. So unleash the beast, and this team could contend for a playing spot this next year, which is a big step up for them.
Alright, then free agent, fucking center, Jonas Valanciunas, Travis Kelce looked like. Wanted to go Lakers, but he signed a 3-year, $30 million deal with the Wizards. I mean, it'll help them. They're going to be better this year, but he probably just went there because it's the best deal he could get.
Yeah, you're definitely getting the money there. I don't know.
There you go.
Okay. You're just getting the money at that point. $30 million, you're not going to get that anywhere else than for the Wizards. It's a dumpster fire. You get Alex Sarr. I mean, I don't know too much about him. He's a power forward. Is he a center? Trying to think. They also got Marvin Bagley over there as well. Kuzma's still there. So, I mean, they're still big. So, it's like, I wonder what they're doing. Just Jonas Valanciunas should have went to the Lakers because they could have got him. But
Yeah.
they're getting the money there. I don't really have much to say about him.
Alright, Mason Plumlee agreed to a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns. I think this is exactly what they fucking needed. Someone they actually trust off the bench.
Right.
Because they want to play Bobo for some reason. But I guess this is actually a true old-fashioned big man. Lords can come off the bench or start and just do his job.
No, I agree coming off the bench because, I mean, it's still got Nurkic, but, I mean, Nurkic is healthy, you never know. So I think this is a great move. Mason Plumlee is a good basketball player. He's got the weird left-handed free throw. But, I mean, this is exactly what the Phoenix Suns need. Another backup big, like you said, because they weren't playing Bobo. They didn't really have another backup big they could trust. And I really like it, so.
Shout out to the Duke boy.
Shout out.
Alright, Najee Marshall agreed on a 3-year, $27 million a year deal with the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Mavericks are actually finally building even a better team than last year around Luka and Kyrie.
No, I agree. I think Najee Marshall is someone that you really don't hear about at first. And at first, you know, when he gets signed, you don't know too much about him. He's a good bench player, good role player for the Pelicans. Yeah, it's going to be a good move for them. A little defensive guy that can come in and get you buckets as well. That's not a bad move for him.
Alright, Dennis Smith forward Derrick Jones Jr. leaves the Mavs and joins the Clippers on a 3-year, $30 million deal. I mean, I don't love it, but I mean, the Clippers need it after losing Paul George.
I agree, and I mean, is Derrick Jones Jr. really worth $30 million at this point in his career?
Probably not.
I don't think so, but I mean, the Clippers need to make some moves, like you said, losing Paul George. You need to get some wing help. We'll see how this will pan out for the Clippers in the long run.
Now, the big Clipper, free agent Paul George has his agreed to sign a 4-year, 212 million max contract with the Sixers. I fucking love it. I mean, I think it's actually gonna be the perfect combo with fucking Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey.
I mean, out of all the big threes we've had in the multiple years, I mean, we really haven't had one that fit this perfect. You have the guard, you have the wing, and now you have the big.
Exactly.
And they're all under contract. I don't know how it works because they're all getting paid a lot of money. They're still under that second apron, so they don't get penalized for it.
Yeah.
But good on them, man. Paul George, the biggest thing with this Clippers, or not Clippers, the Sixers team now, health. I mean,
Same thing with the Clippers.
Same thing with the Clippers. It's the same thing. We've seen Tyrese Maxey step up when he needed to last year, having a couple 30-point playoff games. Can Joel Embiid stay healthy for a playoff run? And same thing with Paul George as well.
Honestly, George doesn't have to be the second option. He can be the third option. Tyrese Maxey has proven that. And I think it'd be perfect. They actually can kick out to not someone like Tobias Harris to actually make a three.
Right, exactly.
And he's going to be number 8. Shout out for Kobe, he said.
Shout out. We'll see if you can turn around. Here's a weird stat, though, as we get into this. Remember when Paul George and Kawhi went together, and it was back in 2019? This was supposed to be the biggest move ever. And the 5 years they were together, they won 3 playoff series.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of depressing? When that happened, and you found out they only won 3 playoff series together, what would you think? I would say you're fucking lying. There's no way they'd only won 3 playoff series.
That's probably the biggest disappointment, honestly, ever.
Them and probably the Nets.
Yeah, like back to when that trade happened, all those trade picks they sent to the Thunder.
Yeah.
And then they basically got nothing for it.
Right, nothing. If you're the Clippers, like, GM mind here, no one's not going to come back. I probably would have tried to trade them at the deadline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to get something back for it.
Right.
Alright. Free agent center Jalen Smith. A lot of people might not know about him, but
He's got the goggles.
he's on the Pacers last season, backup center. He signs a 3-year, $27 million contract with the Bulls. I think basically that to replace Young.
Yeah. And they're starting to go young. I mean, they're in the rebuild that they needed to be into ever since their core that they built the past couple years didn't work out. Jalen Smith's a young player who's good. He didn't get a lot of playing time with over Miles Turner and past out Siakam. I really like this move for them, adding him with Giddey and their young core that they're starting to build over there, especially getting Matas Bazulis on the draft. He was from Chicago, so a young core that they can build off for a couple years.
Alright, and then somehow, free agent center Isaiah Hartenstein on the Knicks somehow signed a 3-year, $87 million deal with the Thunder. I mean, it's a good pickup. Would I pay that much money for a backup center? No.
I probably wouldn't either. I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein proved himself this past year being a good player. We can see what he'll do. This is exactly what the Thunder needed, though. They need another big man. You can either run him with Chet, or you can come off the bench and be that guy for him. $87 million is crazy for Isaiah Hartenstein, but I mean, that's just the NBA, man. Everyone's getting fucking paid.
Yeah. They're really paying the role players. Him, Josh Hart, TJ McConnell, like Derek White. Like, that's just what teams like right now.
That's what the going rate's for. Now, the next guy we're going to get into also got paid.
Fucking the great Tobias Harris signs a 2-year, $52 million deal to return to the Pistons. I don't even know what to think.
I don't think either. The only thing I can think about is if you're the Pistons, you have to hit the minimum salary cover to hit.
Yeah.
You have a lot of space. Hey, stop. You have a lot of space you need to use, and probably not a lot of guys that you can spend with that money unless you're going to overpay for them. Tobias, want to come back? Get the monkey off his... Stop. Thank you. Get the monkey off his back from the playoffs and just start brand new and not be so much pressure on him, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think he'll still perform well, but I don't see them obviously making the playoffs.
No, I mean, if they can contend for a playing spot this year, I'll be happy, which I think is possible.
That would be a success.
Yes.
Alright. Free agent center Drew Eubanks, who was on the Suns, agreed to a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Utah Jazz. It's a good pickup for a backup.
Yeah, good backup. He's a good little backup. Nothing too crazy about it. Utah, we don't really know what's going on with Utah ever, so get the money, man.
And then free agent guard DeLon Wright he wasn't on the Mavs.
Then the Heat this past year.
Yeah.
Because he had long hair, and I saw him. He said, right, who the fuck is this guy? But DeLon Wright.
Yeah. signed a 1-year deal, $3.3 million deal with the Bucks. I like another good backup, so you don't have to use fucking Pat Bev if you don't want to. You can score better.
Right. And he's a younger dude that can come off the bench and get you some buckets. He was in starting the finishing lineup for the Heat last year.
Yeah.
Stop screaming, dude.
He's low-key a vet. He's been around the league for a little bit.
Right.
Even though he's young, he got some experience. And then, big news, Klay Thompson agreed to join the Dallas Mavericks on a 3-year, $50 million contract. Another free agent that our Lakers missed out on. Even his dad wanted the Lakers, said he was disappointed. But you know what? I fucking love it for Klay. We talked about it right after the finals. They needed a true third guy that can score and hit threes, and they got it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he's going to be a perfect fit for him. I mean, he doesn't have any pressure. He's taking a really big pay cut going to the Mavs. But I think he's just excited for the opportunity and to stick it to the Warriors. And I think what's really scary for the league is that, you know, Klay came out and said he was very, miserable playing last year.
Yeah.
He's making $43 million and he was miserable, which is crazy. But I mean, he was inconsistent, didn't have his confidence, coming off the bench, sometimes playing, sometimes not. Now he's coming to a brand new situation where he has his confidence back. Watch out for Klay Thompson having a heater year with Mavericks this year. Really excited. I love it. We're both Luka fans. We're both Kai fans, so this is going to be a great fit for him. And then Derek Lively's only going to get another year better.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting pieces, man. They're building to win for a while.
And then Josh Green gets traded to the Hornets. That'll be a good new place for him.
Right.
They're young, so it'll work out.
Yeah.
Alright, and then Nicholas Batum agreed to 2 years, $9.6 million to return to the Clippers.
Yep.
I mean, they just need all the help they can right now.
Yeah, and Nicholas Batum, shout out to him for making $9 million for being almost probably 35 years old, still been in the league for a long time. Had a good couple games last year, had like a 20 or 30 point game. Still got a streaky, still a decent defender. Clippers need all the help, like you said.
Alright, and then DeAnthony Melton agrees to a 1-year, $12.8 million deal with the Warriors. They just basically need another guard after losing Klay.
Yep, and he can come in and get you buckets right away, be that backup guy. Or he could start. He's a guy that's been running around, but a consistent player for a long time.
Yeah, they just need some consistency.
Yep.
Alright, Mo Bamba signed a 1-year deal with the Clippers. Again, they're just signing all these good role players.
Right.
Because they lost a big star.
Right.
And they are just signing them all to make up for that money, which is smart.
We'll see what happens. Mo Bamba's been that guy that you want to be good, but he never has been. I mean, with the Lakers, with the Sixers, with the Magic. I mean, wherever he's been, he wanted to be good, but he hasn't produced. So maybe he just gets his chance this year.
He has the potential.
He has the potential, but it's just never showed. So we'll see what happens.
Alright, and then James Wiseman agrees to a 2-year deal with the Indiana Pacers. I mean, they just lost the one guy that we talked about.
Yep.
And I really hope he's the number 2 pick in 2020 NBA draft. I hope this is the spot. I mean, Indiana treats their players well.
Right.
It's a good franchise to start fresh. And he could be a good backup center behind Turner.
Hopefully it works out for him, man. I really hope the best for James Wiseman. Coming out, he's really highly touted. Got his championship ring, went to Golden State, but never played. Went over to Pistons and couldn't do anything, but I don't think he really could do anything last year. There's not shit going on. But yeah, hopefully this works out for him, man. I really hope for the best. He could be, right now he's a backup in this league. He's going to be behind Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam. But it could be a good young piece that can help build with them in the next couple of years.
Alright, this isn't free agency news, but it happened during free agency. The great Kemba Walker announced his retirement. He was 34. He played for the Bobcats, turned into the Hornets, the Celtics, the Knicks, and the Mavs during his 12-year NBA career. It's sad to see him only 34. Could still be at the end of his prime right now, and he should be playing. So.
Shout out to Kemba, Cardiac Kemba, going out and carrying the Hornets on their back with their abysmal franchise for so long.
Yeah.
But you hate to see it. He was a good player, 4-time All-Star, go down as a decent player in the league. Now he's coaching there too, so we'll see how that goes.
The one good guy that Michael Jordan drafted.
Exactly. Everyone else has been dog shit.
Alright. Kyle Anderson.
Slow-mo.
Slow-mo. leaves the Wolves to sign a 3-year, $27 million contract with the Warriors. They need to replace Clay as much as they can.
Right.
And I really like this. He can come off the bench and get the job done.
He could come off the bench, or he could start too.
Yeah, that's true.
He really could. I mean, he's a good player. I mean, obviously we said slow-mo, but against the Nuggets last series, or when the Wolves played the Nuggets, I'm going too fast from speaking, but I mean, he really showed out being a contributor off the bench, getting a couple bucks they needed. It took 45 years for him to get a shot off, but still a contributor, still a good defensive guy, and he's a smart player too. So I really like it too.
So LeBron was supposed to take a cut, but then no one signed for the Lakers. So now he signed a 2-year, $104 million maximum contract. And I mean, let's just hope the Lakers can figure it out.
Yeah, if the Lakers run it back, they're gonna be in trouble not do shit this year. They still are in a championship bubble-ish, but you need to make more moves. You cannot run it back with the same team and expect something different. So we'll see. LeBron did his thing, said, hey, I'll take less money. Obviously didn't because he couldn't get anybody, but now he's got some more money in his pocket.
Yes, sir. All right, Joe Ingles, he is signing a 1-year deal with the Timberwolves. I mean, they lost slow-mo, so now they signed a guy that can shoot the three a little bit faster.
Right.
Maybe not run as fast, but it's a good pickup.
Yeah, good pickup. He's a good player. He had a decent season with Orlando, but he was not part of their rebuild. He was too old for their rebuild, so he'd come in and do what he could, but I think it's a great fit for them coming off the bench, get you some quick buckets that you need, and to replace slow-mo, so I like it.
All right. Alec Burks, Nick and Pistons legend, signs with the Miami Heat. I like it. He can actually score if they play him.
No, I agree. Yeah, he's a bucket getter, and you got to replace Caleb Martin to make it into him. But you got to get someone to get buckets, and Alec Burks can get you buckets. We saw he didn't play a lot in the Knicks series, but when he did, he got buckets, and I think that's one thing that Tibbs regretted was not playing him, because he can get the buckets you need.
Yeah, he was great when he started playing a lot. After OG went down, he was scoring a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Timberwolves sign PJ Dozier, 1-year deal. I mean, that's a good pickup. Nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. He was for the Nuggets last year. Didn't really see too much of him besides during the regular season. But another big role player that Minnesota will need.
Oh. And then a really good move. Buddy Hield joins the Warriors on a sign trade. He's gonna get 2-year deal with $21 million, and then obviously the Sixers get a second-round pick. But again, they need a shooter since losing Clay, and they're using up that extra money to sign another really good player. He could start too, honestly.
Yeah, he could start, and if he has confidence in being in the system with Golden State, has success with these shooters. So yeah, Buddy Hield can be a great pickup if he's confident, has a shot. He went over to Sixers last year and he didn't play very well, but getting thrown into the fire, not knowing your role really if you're playing in or out each day, wasn't really good for him. But yeah, going for Golden State is a great move. You got to make up for Clay. We can't forget about this too. Clay had a good year last year for an NBA player. He averaged 18. I think he shot like 37% from three. Yeah. Maybe. I'm just pulling numbers on math right now. But for the Warriors, that's not the Clay that they're used to, so that's why they move off him. But, I mean, you can make up that production with some of the guys they got.
Exactly. All right. Malik Beasley signs a 1-year deal with the Pistons. Worth just over $6 million.
Yep.
Good bet. He could produce a little bit for them, but it's Pistons, so don't get your hopes up.
No, I mean, it's another shooter that they need. Around Cade, you need shooters. So getting Malik Beasley and getting Tobias Harris are shooters, and then getting Tim Hardaway Jr. Just vet shooters that can hopefully get you buckets this year, because that's one thing that they lack. So we'll see. Malik Beasley's streaky, so we'll see if he's either on or off.
Yeah, very streaky. All right, Caleb Martin agrees to a 4-year deal with the Sixers, which is worth more than $32 million. Again, great pickup. They're going to really compete against the Celtics, I believe, if they stay healthy. But I'm surprised that he actually left the Heat. I bet you Jimmy Butler said, "Fuck you, bitch," in one text, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say this is more of a big pickup for the 76ers. This is a huge loss for the Heat. I mean, we're thinking about 2 years ago, he could have won the Eastern Conference MVP because of the way he played. And he should have, but they gave him Jimmy, which I understand because he's the guy. But, yeah. I mean, Caleb Martin's a dog, man. Being in Charlotte for a really long time, but then going to the Heat and developing, being a good player. Yeah, this is a huge pickup for 76ers. He can definitely start. He can come off the bench. He'll get you buckets. It don't matter, man. Caleb Martin's a dog. Huge pickup for him.
All right, then the Spurs are trading Devontae Graham back to the Hornets. Graham was on the Hornets, and that's where he kind of made a name for himself.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's actually smart because you don't know how healthy Lamelo will be.
Right.
So you can end up starting possibly during the season. And, I mean, they're still young, so.
Yeah, we'll see. Devontae Graham's another one of those players you wish was better than he actually is because, I mean, he's coming out of college. I think he was he a Dookie or was he from Kentucky?
I think it's Kentucky.
Kentucky boy. So you think he'd be good. He just hasn't been. I still like him in 2K, so we'll see if he can be good or not.
All right, restricted free agent Simone Fontecchio, whatever, has agreed to a 2-year, $16 million deal to return to the Pistons. I don't even know.
He's not a bad player. He came from Utah last year. They made a trade for him, giving him some splash. He came in, and he did okay, but I mean, I didn't watch too much of the Pistons last year. But bringing him back, just more continuity with Cade and Jalen Duran, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, Darius Sark agrees on a 2-year, $10.6 million deal, including player option with the Denver Nuggets. I mean, they just need a good backup forward, and people don't remember, when he was on the Sixers, he was actually good.
Yeah, he was, and even, he's just always been a decent role player. Even when he played for the Warriors last year, or was that
2 years ago?
2 years ago. So I mean, he's a good role player, and Denver Nuggets needs role players, especially losing KCP.
Yeah.
I think that's a great move for him.
All right, another big one that happened. The Sacramento Kings have agreed on a sign and trade deal that will land DeMar DeRozan there for 3 years, $74 million. And the deal will send Harrison Barnes to the Spurs and Chris Dorett, and then 2 second-round picks and cash to the Bulls. So to start off the breakdown, let's talk about the Kings landing DeRozan.
I think it's a great move for him. I mean, you need some, I don't know if you need firepower. You probably do. I mean, you got Malik Monk, who's streaky off the bench, but DeMar DeRozan, vet, good guy who wants to win. And I think this is his best chance to make his last big payday before he starts taking some vet mins and trying to win a championship. But I mean, Sacramento could be a sneaky team, man. They were a really good team. If they didn't run into the Warriors, they'd probably be in the Western Conference Finals with the team that they had a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But they're a really good team, man. So we'll see. I like the move.
Yeah, I think them and the Sixers now could really compete for like the best actual big three in the league.
Right.
Because they're all still in their prime range. DeRozan, Fox, and Sabonis.
Yep.
Just it depends on how they work. DeRozan doesn't usually shoot the 3 ball that much.
Right.
And like driving and kicking with Fox and Sabonis, usually in the paint. They'll have to figure it out, but I trust DeRozan, I trust the Kings.
So do I.
Alright, and then with Harrison Barnes on the Spurs, we kind of talked about it. Harrison Barnes, it sucks for him, but the Spurs is just a good bet.
Right.
Especially with Chris Paul there now too.
Right.
But I feel like they just have so many players in the same position, like guards, forwards, and then only one is Wemby at the center. But I don't know, they'll figure it out. I trust Pop.
So do I, and I also see this could be a move that, Spurs obviously aren't in win mode right now, so watch Harrison Barnes probably be in the move at the trade block. Because he's just a piece that could help contend with the champion. So I think he could be a piece that moves on in the future.
And Lakers, maybe you should trade for Barnes.
You might have to. I think he's getting paid a shit ton of money though that they don't have.
Yeah, that's true. Alright. Center Daniel Tice agrees to a 1-year deal with the Pelicans. I mean, they lost Valanciunas, so get another white center.
Yep, exactly. And yeah, I think they lost Zeller too, Cody Zeller.
Yeah.
So get another guy that can play that minutes that they need him to, and I like it.
Alright, that's all the free agency right now. And then do you want to go into the teams going up or down, or save that for the next episode?
I think we can hit it real quick.
Alright. So you can take it away. This is your section.
Alright, my section. This is going to be, we don't need to go through all the moves, but maybe we can hit one of the bigger moves that we've seen. This is going to be teams going up, down, or staying the same with Atlanta. Or we're going to start with Atlanta. We're going to try to hit every team, do a couple minutes. Atlanta went 36-46 last year, lost in the play-in. Really no big names that they picked up, but they did lose to DeJounte Murray. They do have the number 1 pick in Zachary Richichet. What do you think? Do you think they're going to be going up, down, or staying the same this year? Like a playing team, or are they going to win 40 games?
I think they'll be a playing team, and they'll damn near be close because they lost to DeJounte Murray.
So it's going to be probably staying the same for them.
Yeah.
I would probably say the same. I don't really see them doing much more than they can. Could be a team that's going to blow up either in the middle of the season this year or next year, getting rid of Trey, Clint Capella, Bogdanovich, just because this core made it to as far as it could the Eastern Conference Finals a couple years ago. All right, next team, Boston Celtics. Re-signed the whole team. They won the championship. Going up, down, or staying the same?
They're going to stay the same.
Stay the same. Good chance they could repeat. This could be the next dynasty. They did re-sign everybody. They don't care about second eight run, bringing everybody back. All right, Brooklyn Nets. They went 32-50 the last seed. The biggest re-sign was Nick Claxton. They brought in Bogdanovich and Shake Milton. They did lose Mikal Bridges though. What do you think about them?
I think they're going down.
I think so too. They're probably rebuilding. They got a bunch of picks. But yeah, that's kind of what. Anything else you think about the Nets?
I think Cam Thomas will actually go off though.
True, pick him up in fantasy basketball.
Yeah, pick him up real quick. Number one pick.
Might have to, bro. He's the only piece they got over there. I think Bogdanovich and Millen are probably gonna get moved. Watch Cam Johnson get moved probably too.
Yeah.
We'll see what goes on with there. Charlotte, 21-61, they're 13th seed. They re-signed Miles Bridges. They added Josh Green, Reggie Jackson, some vets. What do you think about the Hornets?
They'll go up if LaMelo Ball stays healthy. I mean, they're going to win more than 21 games.
I think so. If LaMelo's healthy, they're winning more than 21 games and could make a
Right.
playing spot for sure, which is an upgrade for them. All right, the Bulls, we just kind of picked on them a little bit. They did lose Caruso, Drummond, DeRozan, but they did bring in Josh Giddey, Jalen Smith, and Chris Duarte. They lost in the play-in 39-43. Do you think they'll go up, down, or are they going to stay the same?
Slightly go down.
Slightly go down. You think they'll still fight for a playing spot, or you think this is the rebuild year for them?
I think it's a rebuild year. They're going to try to move Lonzo, which sucks. I'm wearing his Bulls jersey right now.
Right.
But it's definitely a rebuild.
Yeah, I think so too. You got the young guys, so it's time to move on. Cleveland Cavaliers, we just talked about them earlier, 48-34, lost in the second round to the eventual champion Boston Celtics. No moves at all, really. They re-signed Donovan Mitchell, which was surprising.
Yeah.
But Donovan, I wouldn't be surprised to see him want to get out in a year or two and just get that money. And they did bring in Kenny Atkinson and got rid of J.B. Bickerstaff. Atkinson was with the Golden State Warriors for the past 4 or 5 years, I believe, was with the Nets.
Yeah.
Probably bringing that system over there. It's going to be interesting. With the Allen Mobley, I don't really like that little pairing. That's kind of old school basketball. But what do you think? Are they going to stay the same, get worse, or better?
I think they'll stay the same. They didn't really make any changes, and the fucking East definitely got better.
Right. Yeah, I can see them maybe falling off a little bit, but also probably staying the same as well. So here we go. Dallas Mavericks. I think we both know the answer to this one. Bringing in Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, also getting Quentin Grimes in the trade for Tim Hardaway Jr. Lost in the finals, 50-32. I think we both kind of have the same mindset, but what are you thinking? I think they're going to go up as well. Probably, won't be surprised if they maybe get close to 60 wins. Probably be a top 3 seed for sure in the West. All right, sorry. Next one is Denver Nuggets. 37-25, lost in the second round. Champion 2 years ago. They added Darius Saric, like we said, but lost KCP, Reggie Jackson. What do you think about the Nuggets?
It's hard when you have 57 wins. I think they'll stay the same.
I think they're going to go down a little bit, man. I don't see them getting better unless Jamal Murray and Jokic can be what we think they are. Yeah, I see them getting a little worse, to be honest with you.
I'm having a lot of hope in Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, this is a big year for Michael Porter Jr. And the problem that they're running into right now is they paid everybody early, so they don't have enough room for anybody else.
Exactly. They paid everyone after the championship.
Yep.
And then they forgot to fucking keep their good role players and then sign new role players.
Right. So we'll see. I think they make it a little worse. Surprised to make playoffs. Maybe still top 4 seed in the West.
Yeah.
Just because you have the best player on the planet. All right. Detroit Pistons. Our Detroit Pistons. Can't get much worse than that. Added Tim Hardaway, Tobias Malik, Wendell Moore Jr., and J.B. Bickerstaff. What do you think?
They will go up, and if they fucking somehow go down, I'm putting in a vote to move Detroit Pistons to Muskegon because obviously Detroit fans don't fucking deserve them.
No, I agree. I think they'll be more to it. They do. I will petition with you to move them because I mean you can't get worse than 14 wins. I think just healthy, they can easily win 20 games off the bat.
Yeah.
But we'll see. All right, this is gonna be an interesting one, bro. Golden State Warriors, they lost in the play-in 46-36, which was a better record than they had the year before. I think it was close to the same.
Yeah.
They did lose Chris Paul, Darius Saric, and Klay Thompson. They did bring in Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, Anthony Melt, like we said. What do you think?
This is a fucking toss-up. I'm going to say they will go up.
I think they could. They can easily get a couple more wins, yeah.
And Kuminga, we saw a little bit of it last year.
Yep.
Kuminga can actually truly take Clay's spot and become that second guy, honestly, or third star behind Steph and Draymond. And then still, if Buddy Hield balls out like we know he can, Cal Anderson off the bench, you still have Moses Moody, you still have the other center, you still have the white backup, Zinks, whatever his name is.
Pods.
Yeah. Like, I could actually see them having a few more wins.
This season depends on Jonathan Kuminga.
It does.
Can he be your second best offensive player? And if he can, and he is, if he averages 20 to 22 points a game, they will be better. Just because he is a bucket, we've seen the progression throughout the years. If he can do that, which I think he can, I think the Golden State Bears will get better. Are they in championship level? I don't think so.
No.
But with Steph Curry, you're never truly out. So it will be interesting. All right, next team. Hot team at the end of the season. Haven't heard much noise about them because they didn't make any moves. But the Houston Rockets went 41-41, the 11th seed last year. Re-signed Aaron Holiday, got and added AJ Griffin from the Hawks. Nice little role piece. What do you think about the Rockets?
I think they'll go up and actually contend for a playing game.
I agree. Maybe even play off.
Yeah, they went on a streak. They were in the playoff contention for a while. And then that was out with Sengun, you could say their best player.
Yeah.
Because he was out with an injury the last 20 games. And Sengun and Josh Green, and then Christopher still off the bench.
You still got NBA champion Fred VanVleet. You still got Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith.
And then you got the twin.
The Amin Thompson.
Yeah, I feel like
I think so too. I think they may push to get in a 5-6 seed in the West, dude. They're a really good young team. The Rockets are where the Pistons should be at right now.
They should be, but
No, exactly. All right, next team, the Indiana Pacers. They were in the Eastern Conference Finals, 47-35. Added James Wiseman and re-signed Siakam and Toppin. What do you think?
I think they'll actually have a full year with Siakam.
Yep.
Came in at the trade deadline, not saying halfway through the season, it's like 3/4.
Yep.
And they still makes the fucking Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, you play the cards you're dealt with, so they played the people in front of them, beat the Bucks in round 1, beat the Knicks in round 2. Yeah, they're definitely going to get better. They could probably get 50 wins this year. Healthy Tyrese for the whole year, I think they'll be straight. Next team, we got the Los Angeles Clippers. Re-signed James Harden to a 2-year, $70 million deal. Added Nick Batum-Obama, Derrick Jones Jr., Chris Dunn, Kevin Porter Jr., lost Paul George. Really interesting. Could this production they added take over for Paul George? What do you think?
No. I think they're going down. And then Kawhi's going to leave.
Yeah, I can see that. Kawhi has to stay healthy, which is it's hypothetical. When Kawhi goes down and misses 30 games, do you believe in the James Harden show with the Clippers? That's what it's going to turn out to be. And I don't know if James Harden's that guy that he was in Houston. Obviously, he wasn't, but can he?
Yeah, I wish he was still, but we just haven't seen it.
Right. I agree. So we'll see about them. Now we're getting to the Los Angeles Lakers. Re-signed LeBron and Max Christie. Added only J.J. Redick, and they lost Taurean Prince. Your beloved Los Angeles Lakers, what are they going to do?
They will go up only because of J.J. Redick. I think, like you said, investing in all the plays, he will have LeBron, he could have LeBron for it's like the bubble year.
Right.
And then you got in Connect 4 now, you can shoot the lights out.
Right.
Start playing Max Christie more. Bring in Bronny when the time is fucking right.
Right.
AD and LeBron stays healthy, there's always still a shot for them to go up. And then Austin Reeves, I can't wait to see him under Diddy's running freaking thing. I still have Cam Reddish, but D'Lo, I think they should score.
I agree. We'll see what they can do with D'Lo. It's probably not a big market for him, but honestly, man, I can really see them staying the same if they don't make any other moves. It's just depending on what they can do.
Yeah.
When you have 2 of the top 15 players in the league, you should be better. We'll see, though. I'm gonna say stay the same right now because I don't know if they can get better with JJ. Hopefully they do, because we're both big JJ Redick fans.
Yeah.
But we'll see. And then we got the Memphis Grizzlies. Didn't add this on there, but Zach Edey was their big pickup, who had some great plays last night in Summer League, but they went 27-55, 13 seed. I think we both know they're going to get better.
Yeah.
How good can they be, though, is the question.
Yeah, I mean, before Ja got suspended and all that dumb shit and they got hurt, They look like how the Mavericks are supposed to be. They're supposed to be the next team coming out of the West.
Yep.
They're taking it to the West.
Right. Josh healthy. We got Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. Marcus Smart coming off the bench or starting. G.G. Jackson was one of the best rookies last year at 19 years old, making the buckets. And having Zach Edey play the 5 now and move Jaren Jackson to the 4, I think they could be a real scary team next year. Though he declined his option.
Yeah.
So he's still free agent now. But they could, at last I saw, they were both willing to make a new deal.
They should bring him back, so that's another big key.
I think so, dude. If he doesn't have a market, he could definitely go back. All right, next Miami Heat lost in the first round. Re-signed dog shit players. Kevin Love, we love Kevin Love, but he's been playing. Thomas Bryant. We've seen him with the Lakers. Don't know how that would go. Bam Adebayo, obviously great player. Haywood Highsmith. Lost Caleb Martin, brought in Alec Burks. I can only see them going worse, man. I don't see them making big moves. Jimmy doesn't have a contract coming this year. This could be a bad year for the Heat. It's maybe the first losing season in a while for Spo.
Yeah, I see them going down. Definitely not up. Obviously staying the same, but you lost Caleb Martin. He's going to be a big loss more than people realize.
Right. Yeah, and we'll see how they go. I just don't like what they have going on. I mean, Jaime Jaquez is your one high point, so maybe he can do something, but
yeah,
we'll see. Milwaukee Bucks, they got older. That's pretty much it. They didn't really do anything. Added Torian Prince and DeLon Wright, good little role pieces. What do you think for the Bucks?
I think they'll just slightly go up. Just again, you're gonna have Dame and Giannis playing together for a whole another year.
Right.
And I mean, there's still 149 games, and they're still trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, and Doc Rivers is going to have a full off season now. We can see if Doc can coach. I do think they will get slightly better as well, maybe get 50 wins. And, you know, you have two of the best, you probably have the best 2 players when you play any team, besides maybe the Celtics. I think they have a chance to get better. Minnesota Timberwolves lost the Western Conference Finals, 56 wins last year. Lost, obviously, Kyle Anderson, Monty Morris, Jordan McLaughlin, Little Moore. Bringing P.J. Dozier and Joe Ingles. What do you think about them?
I think they'll stay the same.
I think so too. I think they'll stay the same. Also, we should add to they did get Rob Dillingham out of Kentucky, big bucket getter. That's huge for them off the bench.
Yeah, stay the same. 56 games in the West. That's fucking good. So
that's
it's hard to beat that.
Right, I agree. All right, New Orleans Pelicans. Obviously added DeJounte Murray. Lost a couple other pieces. Valanciunas, Cody Zeller, Larry Nance. What do you think about the Pelicans? They almost had 50 wins last year. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Zion and Ingram didn't even play as much as we would like to see them play together. I think they'll slightly go up if Zion stays healthy.
I agree.
And Ingram, they play.
We'll see what they do. I mean, we call it once the series is over. He may still be on his way out.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if they shop him or not.
They have a good starting 4 though. You got Murray now, you got McCollum, you got Zion, and you got Ingram.
This is what we talked about, man, with the Pelicans. They need that true point guard. They finally got it in Murray, and now Murray can finally be the guy we've all wanted to be. Just him with the Hawks never really fit. So we'll see how that goes. All right, New York Knicks. Big guys this season, bringing the Villanova Knickerbockers back together. Re-signed OG to a big deal, and then brought in Mikal Bridges. What do you think about the Knicks? They're kind of going the Celtics route.
Yeah, they're going up. I can see them having 55 wins.
I can see it too. They can definitely make a run in the East. If they can beat the Celtics, man, this could be a championship team. Hey, no.
Yeah, it's basically the East is them, the Celtics, and the Sixers.
Yep. All right, next team we got OKC Thunder, 57-25, number 1 seed. Added Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso, and only lost Josh Giddey. I mean, I can only see this team getting better, younger, getting the championship piece in Alex Caruso. I can see this team possibly being the number 1 seed again next year.
Yeah, I think they're going to go up. I'm going to call it now. They're going to have 60 wins. Don't know if they'll make it to the finals, but I think they'll have a year like the Thunder did back with the old trio, KD and Harden and Westbrook, where they literally went off. I think they'll have that type of season.
I agree. I think they'll be looking good. Orlando Magic re-signed their whole team, lost in the first round, 47 wins. Added KCP. I think another team that's going to be on the rise.
Yeah, they're.
All right, next team, Sixers adding Paul George, Drummond, Gordon, Caleb Martin. I think another thing. We talked about them. Another up.
Yeah, they're going to go up. They're going to be at the top of the East and Celtics.
Next team, Phoenix Suns. Not a lot of bad additions. Monty Morris, Mason Plumlee. 49 wins last year. I think they probably stay the same. Didn't make too many significant moves to sway me one way or the other.
Yeah, they still got to figure out fucking Bradley Beal shit. They have a lot to figure out, honestly.
Yeah, they do. We'll see what happens there. Portland Trailblazers, 21-61. Added Denny Atia from the Wizards. Didn't do anything else. Probably stay the same. I mean, Scoot Henderson didn't turn out to be the number 2 pick that we all thought he could be. DeAndre Ayton is not dominating because they picked up guy from UConn. What's his name? Kling Kong. We'll see what they do there. I think they stay the same or possibly get worse. I don't see them really getting better.
Yeah, we'll stay the same. They're just rebuilding.
Yeah. Sacramento Kings obviously adding DeMar DeRozan. I think they possibly get better. Probably get close to that 50-win mark this year. You think the same?
Yeah, 50 wins at least. That's what they should get.
I agree. San Antonio Spurs, 14-22, obviously adding Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. I think they will also be better.
I agree.
And then Toronto Raptors, 25-57. Sneaky team, man. Re-signed Scotty Barnes, Manuel quickly. And then they added Davion Mitchell and Sasha Bensikov from the Kings. I think they could get better, man. They're a young team, especially with RJ Barrett. They could be a team on the rise.
I think they could compete for a playing spot, honestly.
I think they could too. We've seen Scotty Barnes get paid this offseason so quickly, and yeah, they're a young team that could grow together. They definitely could do that. Utah Jazz, nothing, 12 seed. I would say they just get worse because I can't see them getting much better. I mean, Keontae George played well last night in Summer League, but I don't see them doing very much.
And I think they'll ship Larry Mark, so they'll get worse probably.
I agree. And lastly, Washington Wizards had number 2 pick in Alex Sarr. We talked about them getting Jonas Valanciunas. I also think they'll probably, hopefully, get better with Kuzma and Jordan Poole, but if not, and it won't surprise me, I think the Wizards also dumpster fire.
Yeah, or they'll probably stay the same, hopefully, or get better.
Yeah.
That wraps up the free agency and all of the additions and our predictions for next season.
Yep.
To end it like we usually start it.
Yep.
Face draft. Best sandwiches. You can go first.
Classic PB&J.
I love it. I'll go another classic. Grilled cheese.
Damn, that was my next one. One second. You can go real quick.
For my second one, I will go with, say classic household name in my family. I'll just go a ham and cheese sandwich. Can't go wrong with a nice ham and cheese. Throw some pickles on that, some mayo, throw on some turkey and some bacon. A loaded ham and cheese. Don't forget the lettuce, don't forget the mustard. Cut that into a triangle. There's your ham and cheese sandwich. Just told our guests how to make a fucking sandwich.
Okay, good idea. So you got the ham and cheese and the grilled cheese?
Yep. I like my cheese.
Shit. Oh, I got you. Those were probably my next 2 as well. Let's go. Sandwiches. You dancing? Give me the BLT.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
Yeah, I'm just a classic man. Just give me the BLT.
Honestly, this is a great quality pick. I can't believe it got this far. Most people don't think of a sandwich, but what about an ice cream sandwich?
Oh, damn. That's a good one. That's a good one. You got me on that one. All right. Yep, you definitely got me on that one. Let's just go with. Let's go with the breakfast sandwich.
I was going to go with that shit.
Put whatever you want on there: sausage, egg, cheese, bacon, whatever you want. But good old breakfast sandwich always hits.
Alright, I'm not copying you, but I'm going to go the cam edition breakfast sandwich. So this is what you do. Make some scrambled eggs, you put the cheese on it, right? Then you put the bread and the fucking toast, you make some toast.
Yep.
Then you put peanut butter on that toast, and then you put the eggs in between. So you got an egg peanut butter sandwich.
It's a pretty good, sounds like a very protein rib right there.
It is. It's not for everyone, but you gotta try it.
Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright, let's go. I'm just gonna go with the classic chicken sandwich. Damn it. Was it? I just like, it doesn't matter where it's from, you can always get a good classic chicken sandwich, no matter how it's made or what.
Damn, that would be fire. Let me see. I gotta do research on this last fucking one. Damn. I feel like we were just running out of fucking sandwiches.
No, I'm looking right now. Some other kind of ones.
This shit don't give me names either. Just give me fucking sandwiches.
Right.
Fuck. For my last one, I will go with. Fuck it. Just a fucking turkey sandwich.
It's a classic turkey sandwich.
Turkey and cheese.
Okay, turkey and cheese ain't bad. I'm gonna finish mine off with a good old meatball sub.
Yeah, I never got into those, but they always do smell amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty good, man. Meatball sub, and then get some cheese on there with some marinara sauce. That's good enough for me. Fire.
So yeah, that wraps up this amazing episode. We got new mics. We split an iPad,
Exactly.
a camera, and we're all set now.
We're all set, so now you guys will catch us on all the social media platforms, and when you do, react to it, subscribe, like, do everything you want to do with us, man. And obviously, if you want to come in and fight with us, we're always willing to do that.
We're ready.
So do that, please. I appreciate everybody. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
I know I said I'm trying to do quick, but that was good.
Yeah.
We were grinding.
We had a lot to get through.
We had-
We got it through pretty quick, honestly.
Yeah, we did. It was a lot. We could have spent a lot more time, but.
Welcome in, guys. This is episode 49 of the Short Guys podcast. We got a great episode for you today. Nice little NBA offseason, as this is probably the second best time of the year.
Damn, I had the mic too close.
A lot of moves going on. A lot of stories that we'll get into today.
You want to turn it
Definitely
down.
should
Yeah.
have a couple minutes of our take.
No, it does sound good though, but yeah, I think I was excited too that Mike was by my feet. I think I started putting it down a little bit. But that's good. Hopefully quality comes through good for you on the iPad and we can get some good clips.
And then I'll get the new case tomorrow, so we use the back camera. And then we'll figure out how to stand it up.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That back camera's 4K, so that'll look.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked really nice. We gotta clean up our mess, buddy. Before Mom gets home, she's gonna beat my ass. Even though you're the one that made the mess, you psycho, baby. Yeah.
Alright, that's it.
Hudson.